Hot tea juice.
Yep.
Hot leaf juice.
Ew, why are you saying that?
Never
What's
mind.
it from?
Avatar.
Yeah.
Avatar on camera.
I haven't finished
Get
it.
the
Wait,
account
wait.
banned.
Do you mean The Last Airbender?
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
then that one's okay.
Yeah, duh.
Like we would quote the other one. I couldn't give you a quote from the other
Yeah, me
movies.
neither.
I couldn't name a character from the movies. I like the movies. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a fan of species and
They're so
ecosystems, and that's a cool one.
long.
They are long. I just like seeing animals, even if they're alien. Hey guys, welcome back to Modern Idiots. My name is Rory.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Sarah.
Today we are watching The Owl House, Season 1, Episode 11. What happened last time, guys?
Ida, again, her curse is clearly getting worse. She turned into the monster thing, owl monster.
But different.
But different. She was sort of controllable in a way by King.
She was like halfway there.
She was like, yeah, exactly. She was halfway there. During that time, Luz took Owlbert and, tried to use Ida's staff. Didn't go so well. Owlbert got hurt and ran to be protected by the Bat Queen, who's another, what's it called? Owlbert is
She used to be
Palisman.
a Palisman.
And turns out that she used to be a Palisman and now protects a lot of ex-Palismans. And Owlbert ended up coming back to Luz and everything. And Ida ended up reverting back to normal, but she's made it clear that the elixirs aren't working anymore, and that they need to figure out sort of what's going on.
Gotta figure out that problem.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, we looking forward to this next episode?
Of course.
All right, let's go.
Owl House. House of Owls.
It reeks more of nerd than money today.
It's a book fair! Where books come to life.
Hello. This can take you anywhere.
The bacon?
A, you, B, I'm bored. C, I feel like pickpocketing some dork while they browse.
Will you give me a chance? I'll let you ride in my hoodie.
My boyfriend from Tartarus,
This book fair's
Percy
time.
Jackson.
Percy, I know.
Sea making workshop.
Wait, this is so cute of them.
Just Nico writing fan fiction.
Of course I want to be a witch, but where I'm from, that's kind of impossible. So my runner-up dream was to be a writer. I've had this about the author picture since I was 7 years old. I'm gonna enter the competition.
What are these basement dwellers doing out in natural sunlight?
We're in line for John de Plume, most famous writer on the Boiling Isles. I'm gonna have him read my story and marry me.
John, would you sign my child? I'll sign anything.
Such power. I must have the same.
We could work together. It'll be perfect. We're best friends, so we'll make the best team.
What could go wrong?
Another wrinkle. The curse is quickening. You, Blackie. Do you have the item we discussed?
Oh, yes.
Right here. This is excellent. A map to the plume of eternal youth. I think the Emperor will be very pleased.
Ma'am, shouldn't we be searching for the owl lady to join the coven?
My sister's curse has left her frail. She'll still be here when we get back. This comes first. It's for the Emperor after all.
Yeah, I'll hail the Emperor.
Very good, Steve.
Shoulder pats for Steve.
Steve.
Hey, Bob, what'd you sell my prissy sister?
Oh, it's a map to the bloom of eternal youth. Like the name says, it gives eternal youth to whomever holds it.
So Lilith wants to nab this power for the Emperor, huh? Well, won't she be surprised when I get there first and get it for myself? Ha! That'll show her who's frail.
Yes, well, we'll see, won't we? Can't go without a map, of course.
Is this the setup?
Oh, just from Lilith, but it could be a
I can
setup.
write anything?
Every idea is a good idea.
False.
I don't know that any writer has ever said that.
Aw, is that all you want to see?
The House of the Dragon Season 2 watchers.
Magic. Heartbreak with shimmer tears. And the main character is, of course, Lusora. attention could help the scene.
Hey, there's more to life than shipping.
Don't you dare insult shipping in my presence.
Apprentice?
We'll figure this out. Okay, ready, Buddy?
My turn to write.
I don't know why they don't just write separate books.
What's up, boss lady?
I am popping out for a few days to an undisclosed place to do undisclosed things. You're in charge.
Well, King, it's just you and me for a while.
Oh.
The betrayal.
Great news! I just made a few tiny edits and this baby is humming.
Lusora dies?
I know, right? What a twist!
King, I know you're trying to help, but I think you're crossing a line.
Yeah, into greatness.
If this is how you want to win, then maybe you should submit the story on your own.
Bah, what does she know?
What the heck, man? Learn to collaborate.
Huh, you? I'll prove to both of you my story is superior.
I'll read your story.
That's convenient for us.
Who wrote
Indeed.
this?
Yep, that's me. Only me.
I loved your story. So much better than the submissions we got in the competition. I want to buy it and publish it for everyone to read.
I'm in. This will be the first step in my reclamation of power.
Sign here.
Uh-oh.
You're ominous, and I like it.
The old Ursula contract.
Yeah.
This is how writing works.
Alright, so.
Mr. King, I love your writing. Please read my story.
Oh my, always good to meet minions. I mean fans.
Okay. From the Minotaur, I head due north, and with luck, I'll get to the bloom of eternal youth before Lilith. Spicy toss! Lily?
Evelyn? Oh, and of course you would be here just to be a nuisance. Why don't you go home and rest? Wouldn't want you breaking a hip.
I'm here to save the bloom of eternal youth from the likes of you. I'm gonna get there before you. Ah, no, you won't!
Guess who won the writing competition and became a blockbuster writer superstar? You're right, it's me. Do you want to touch my scarf? A fan crocheted it out of their own hair. It smelled so bad.
Oh.
My publisher is throwing a huge party for my book, and I'd like for you to be there.
Oh.
Cold.
Alright, fine. Be that way, I guess.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Did she submit a story?
You don't need him.
But I don't want to be mad at him either.
You're afraid to die when no one rulers reach 2 comes out. Pardon me. I need a few moments of King's time. How's your second book coming along?
Coming along, or finished.
Ah, splendid. This is truly awful. Looking forward to the real draft.
Yikes.
Truly awful, but I'm a best-selling writer. How? Luce, I can't write without her. Luce, buddy, I'm so glad you could make it.
Hey, King. I didn't want to be angry at your success.
Shouldn't she be listed on the authors?
So, congratulations.
I think he took her off.
Great to hear, because I really need your
That's
help with my next
plagiarism.
book. Huh?
Don't think they care.
Apparently, I can't write my daring works of genius without rebelling against your gushing fantasy slot.
Excuse me?
We make a great team. So, here's a pen. Writing clock's a ticking.
I'm not writing for you after you made fun of all my ideas.
Hey, what the heck? What am I gonna do? I can't write without her.
This seems weirdly enough like a Cartman plot. Like, where you use like butters or something and then has to figure out.
Lily?
Oh.
Hey!
Oh, thank you, Evelyn. I wasn't certain that you'd save me.
Stow it! Ah, we might fight, but you're still my sister.
Is that?
The bloom of eternal youth. maternal youth's power, I'll show you.
Can I help you?
Perhaps. I hear you're an aspiring writer.
Can't wait for the sequel.
If it's disappointing in any way, I will spend every day of my life trashing it.
Oh boy. And yet, I gotta come clean. We can't announce book 2. I can't write without.
Without your writing partner.
I've seen this before.
What are
Loki.
you doing with her? Let her go.
You wrote Rulers Reach together, so if you don't want her crushed, you'll write together again. Some of the best books were written in literal crunch time.
That's a toxic mentality that contributes to burnout and unrealistic expectations. King, do
You
something.
tell him.
You don't lose.
Set her free now.
Not until I get my bestseller.
This guy would love Brandon Sanderson.
True.
Puts him out fast enough.
Make your deadline, or you'll never be able to hold a pen again. Just like...
Yikes.
It's also like the thumb scene.
Yeah, right?
You do it.
That's, I see why this got taken off Disney.
Well, I have my story.
But it's all hugging and crying. I can't put my name on that.
King, that is why we are in here. Because you can't compromise.
Learn the lesson of the episode, King.
I shared that story with my friend.
It all went to my head, and I hurt you. I'm sorry.
Hey, being with you is one of my favorite parts of this dream. I have a plan, but we need
What
to
happened
work
to his
together
horn?
this time.
Just tell me
I
what
don't
to
know.
do.
What if I told you the bloom never existed at all?
And now that I've led you to my nest, I'll suck all the life out of you to satisfy my unending hunger!
He scammed us. Can you believe he scammed us?
I thought there was a 50-50 chance going in.
Oh, look at his little shoes.
The response should be, ah, no, spare us! Ah, sure. Spare us.
Woe to us whose fates are sealed.
Oh, dang.
Ain't been yet. We're done.
What is this all about?
Light spell!
I just realized it should have said enlightening. Skip to the finale. You'll find it enlightening.
The shower thoughts.
Just start now.
I also don't get why she doesn't do magic in the cube.
I mean, they just probably reflect back into them.
I made you a star.
Be trapped in there with her.
This is how you repay me. This is
Bite your legs off!
You're making this harder than it needs to be.
Oh.
Let's fight to the finish.
King, I am your biggest fan!
If I read this, will you go so I can annihilate them in peace?
Of course!
I mean, before he was reading it the other way. Like,
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's beautiful. You must let me publish this. I can make you a star. Your own news. She, on the other hand, is the future.
They're just gonna let her walk into this trap?
you gotta get out some way. Not their problem
Well, we
anymore.
wrecked this.
I don't really get what
I
his
guess
whole
the bloom
plan
maternal
was.
youth isn't real.
Well, if it makes any difference, I don't consider you to be a tired old biddy.
Really?
If you were, you'd be much easier to catch.
You gonna cart me away to the coven now, are you?
Not now, because I want to give you a chance to join on your own. Join me in the Emperor's coven, Evelyn. He could even heal your curse.
No, I'll heal it on my own terms. I don't want to owe him anything. I'll see you around.
Love be able to hop on his staff and just fly off.
You're welcome for the chance to bond.
I think he just underestimated them. Didn't realize
Well,
he was
doesn't
gonna be
everyone
like,
know who Lilith is?
who knows?
Kids.
People don't even know who the president is, you know?
I
like-
guess.
Rough couple days.
Yeah, I'll say.
Huh? What the?
Girl, you do not want to know.
Well, we got introduced to my favorite character,
Who?
the typewriter.
Oh.
Typewriter is hilarious. I do like the
love
typewriter.
the typewriter.
That was a very, I feel like, contained episode. I feel
Yeah,
like,
I would say this one's probably one of the more episodic ones.
Yeah.
But we still got some stuff with Ida and Lilith.
Yeah, I liked that. That
Yeah.
was cute. Good vibes.
I like their like sibling dynamic. It feels very like real.
Yeah.
Which is
Agreed.
not always the case in shows. Sometimes it's very
Yeah.
obvious that the writer did not have siblings. And this one, I have no idea if the writers in this case did or not. But if they didn't, it seemed like they did.
Yeah, no, agreed on that.
Just the small things.
Is the Emperor, actually the best at magic compared to Lilith and Ida, who at this point in time I think are the two that we know are as being the strongest.
Well, also, she said might be able to heal.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, Ida might be able to heal herself somehow.
Yeah.
Iffy.
Yeah.
If the Emperor could heal Ida, do you think that might come into play with the way they've been interacting with each other, or how they might interact in the future?
I mean, Lilith could become sort of more forceful in the sense of being like, why, I have a way to save you. Why won't you just take it?
Mm-hmm.
Or Lilith, seems unlikely, but could betray the king, get the way to do it, and tell Ida.
Betray the
Emperor.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless of course it's not about like a specific thing, and it's just like the Emperor is just that strong.
Yeah.
But again, I have no idea. Also, it's like one of the covens is like healing one of them. I'm trying to remember. I don't think
I
it was.
don't remember.
I don't know if that's maybe just like a general magic property that you can just do.
Presumably,
I would imagine
it's
that's
not
what it
as
is.
simple as go to the healing coven.
Yeah.
If there is a healing coven.
Yeah, no, I would imagine for this specific case of the curse, it's definitely more complex than that. But maybe the Emperor is the one who placed the curse, so maybe that's how. I just want to know, like, it seems like there's probably a deeper relationship between the Emperor and Ida and Lilith and their family. Like, we know, outside of Ida and Lilith as well, I don't think we really know anything about their parents or anything.
No. The one thing we know is that I think in the episode where we met Lilith, Luz was like, "You have a sister?"
Yeah.
And then Ida said something like, "You haven't even met my parent," or like, "Let me tell you about my parents," or something.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I hope at some point, I'm curious if it's going to be like a Avatar thing where you don't actually see the Emperor until the last season. I imagine probably not.
Maybe.
I hope not.
I always thought Ida was spelled with an I, but I'm learning it's an E, which I don't like as much.
You thought it was an I?
Yeah, I would have preferred that.
Interesting.
Well, it's for like Idolin, which to me was more spelled with an E.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I always assumed it was an E.
I just think names that start with an I are pretty. That's all I got.
I agree. All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up for this episode. I don't think there's really much more to talk about. We're looking forward to more. We will see you for next episode. Thank you.